Okay. We're about to talk about bones and all.
Are
they vampires in this movie?
No. They eat people. They don't just suck the blood. They eat them.
Okay. I'm looking at the previews and they got blood all around their mouth. And why are they eating people?
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. What is this movie even about? That is bizarre. Okay. Am I going to get cannibal vibes going on here?
Yeah, it's cannibalism. So, like, this is more like
a
day in the life of a cannibal. I mean, it's more
like
than
it's
one day.
supposed to be beautiful, or
it's
are
romance,
they romanticizing it?
Romance and
cannibalism,
thriller, or whatever. Horrible. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, no, there's a couple, a young couple that's in love, even though they're both cannibals.
Okay, so they don't eat each other, but they'll go eat other people.
Oh yeah, it tastes so good and they smell so good.
Oh God. Did you watch Fresh on Hulu?
Yes, I did. No, I did.
There were okay. If you watch Fresh on Hulu and you watch Bones and All, you'll see the reference I'm talking about. I'm getting grossed out.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna let you tell them who is in this movie first while I try to hold this down. Go ahead.
It's streaming and it's still in a couple of movie theaters, but personally, I don't know if you want to pay $20 for this one. It's getting high reviews. Somehow.
It's $20 now because it's released.
But I walked out like I didn't really get that many answers, and I don't like that. I'm gonna need some answers when you're showing me people that are eating people in the regular world. Like, I'm gonna need to know why how or what happened.
Did they inherit this vicious trait?
They inherited it.
Okay, so who started it? Why are you not eating cows?
No
and pigs
idea.
like everybody else?
No idea.
And crab legs. Why are they eating other?
Because it tastes so good and it smells so good,
and
they can't. Well, I'll say this. This is not giving anything away. Okay. The young lady, Marin, who's played by Taylor Russell, you remember her from Escape Room?
Yes.
Yeah, the bright
She's
girl.
Pretty.
And also Lost in Space on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Her dad says at one point, when she was a baby, she bit somebody or something.
Okay,
and
that's
he thought
normal?
No, not like that though. She was like eating,
like she bit off. Not just biting somebody, she chewed.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
gross.
He's like, I knew something was kind of different with you then, but then it didn't happen for a while, and then yeah.
What makes you? Is that where the phrase "you look good enough to eat" came from?
I guess so.
That's really gross.
So, she meets up with Timothy Chalamet.
Okay.
His name is Lee, and they end up becoming friends, and then they end up falling in love. So that's what I was talking about.
So she met somebody who was also gross. And
she met okay. I don't want to say too much what happens in the movie, I guess. Okay, I will say this, because you could see on the trailer that she's alone. So her dad is used to what she sometimes does. But they've been kind of settled in this town, it seems like, for a little while, long enough for her to make friends.
It's a secret amongst the townspeople. Nobody knows this. But
nobody knows that she's like this, and she hasn't done anything. So
she could, good. Like, if people bullied her, she could probably later get them back, and that would be justified.
She probably could. But I'm going to say that this is what's going to happen. If you feel like it's going to be a spoiler, mute me for like 30 seconds.
Okay. Starting now.
Okay. So this girl, her friend, invites her over to a sleepover. Mm-hmm. And at first she tries not to go, and her friend's like, just come. So there she goes, and her friend's like, hey, I don't know that much about you. She's trying
to be normal.
She's trying to be normal.
Okay.
And the girl is there laying on the floor, and the girl's asking her, what about your family? What about your mom? This, that, and the third. And her hand is next to the girl's face. This is the start of the movie. And so she's like, yeah, just talking to her. And
I've seen that on the preview.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's on the preview. And
she is
bites that finger and just is like looking like she's in ecstasy because it tastes so good to her.
Is this like to say she's not going to have any other friends, or she's not going to get invited to sleepovers anymore?
Oh no! After she did that and the girl started screaming, she ran home and told her dad what she did, and he's like, "We got to go.
Pack it up.
We gotta leave." And
they're prepped to leave at the last minute because of them teaching their daughter to eat other human beings.
He didn't teach her.
Where'd she learn it from?
I can't tell you that. You gotta see the movie to see that.
Yeah,
but he didn't teach her that. No.
Okay, we're not gonna get her help or anything. We're just gonna run.
People who eat people.
Where is that song from? That is eerie. Where's that song from?
No, People who need people are the
Oh,
luckiest.
this is gross to me. This is gross.
I changed the words, okay? But it is people who need people or love people.
So this is kind of a love story horror, romantic horror.
Yes.
Does that even make sense in the same sentence? A romantic horror? Is that kind of an oxymoron?
It's different. So
Does it make it clashes with what? So I guess bad guys and people who eat people also fall in love. I guess.
I mean, they're still people.
But
they want to, they want love too. So she ends up, like I said, her dad, so I'm going to say this too. So mute me for another 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
If you don't want to know. But I think you can see all this from the trailer.
Okay.
I'm trying not to give away anything that's not in the trailer because you see that she's alone in the trailer.
Okay.
And I'm talking about her dad and you're like, I didn't see a dad in the trailer. When they move, they get to another place. She falls asleep. She wakes up. Her dad is gone. Her dad left her a note. He's like, "You're 18 now.
You
I
on your
told
own.
your mom.
Daddy gotta have a life."
Yeah, I told your mom I would take care of you, but I can't deal with this anymore."
That's smart.
He left her a Walkman, and he told her, about everything he knows about her and what her condition is and stuff, whatever. And he's like, "Destroy this tape because my voice is on it, and I don't want to."
Somebody come rolling up on him 15 years later.
Yeah, like he had a part in that. So he's gone. And she's on her own. So she's trying to find her mom or what happened to her mom or whatever. She's like, I don't know where to go. She's 18 and
so is this the midst where she meets the guy that she falls in love with?
Yeah, but first she meets this older guy.
Oh,
she gets off the bus. Yeah, she just had he left her a little bit of money because he didn't have much money himself. So she gets off the bus, and this old man is just standing there looking at her. And you're like, well, what's gonna? Yeah, you're like, what the heck's gonna happen? Turns out he's an eater too, and he's like, I smelled you from about a mile away, and she's like, how can you do that? So he starts teaching her about some things about how their people are. No, he doesn't know why. I mean, she inherited it, but he's teaching her
the ins and outs.
Eaters shouldn't be around other eaters too long because it just doesn't work out. He doesn't say what happens.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just like, it doesn't tend to work out well. So he's been a loner for all this time, but he's friendly with her and he starts to kind of like her because he's been alone. Mm-hmm. And so he's trying to teach her, this is what I do and this is how I do it.
And they're called they call each other eaters.
Yeah, I think that's what they were
like vampires. You can't bite another vampire because you'll die. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if the eaters, is that why he's saying it's not a good clash because maybe they'll die if they bite another.
I think I think that they're fine if they eat another one, and they don't give too many answers. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
the movie left you with not.
Yeah, so she leaves him and she's on her own again, but I can't. I don't want to give too much away.
It sounds like there were some holes in here
there was holes, and I didn't like that. And it's getting high ratings, and that's great because the actors are great. But I just needed a little bit more answers, for my preference. Yeah. I'm not one of those people that can go and get a half-assed story and be like, "Oh, that was 7 out of 10 stars." No, let me tell you what United Artists said about this movie. Okay.
Let's see.
A story of first love between Marin, a young woman learning how to survive on the margins of society because she eats people, and Lee, an intense and disenfranchised drifter, as they meet and join together for a 1,000-mile odyssey which takes them through the back roads, hidden passages, and trapdoors of Ronald Reagan's America.
Well, dang.
But despite their best efforts, all roads lead back to their terrifying past, and to a final stand that will determine whether their love can survive their otherness.
So basically, let's see if these two people who like to eat other people can survive in a romantic relationship with each other and keep each other company.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to like that or not like it. It's like a battle in my head too. Did you like them? Did you root for them? Or were you?
Yeah, you root for them. I rooted for them. Yeah. Even though they're eating people.
Is it because they were young?
They're young, and they can't help their circumstance. They were born like that. Her dad is played by Andre Holland. You'll remember him from Moonlight, Selma, and A Wrinkle in Time, and 42. He's in a lot of stuff. 42. And I was kind of disappointed when he left it, but I also got it at the same time. So it's like she's thrown out to the world by herself. She doesn't really know why she's like that. She doesn't know how to work it. There's other people out in the world that know way more about the situation than she does.
Yeah, we know.
And you know how you asked me about vampires? Or they
yes, that's what one of the previews I first these are vampires. Of course they're vampires. She's biting the girl's hand and I see blood around them. Of course they're vampires. And you're like, no.
Yeah, I can say this. I can say this. This is not really giving anything away, but there's one person she bumps into, not the boyfriend or the old man. And they have a person with them that's not an eater, but he's interested in it. Kind of like, you know how vampires have, you know, the people that help them out in the daytime kind of thing.
You got to be joking.
This guy was just fascinated with it. He was learning the ropes.
Oh.
So he like knew more than she knew, basically, it seemed like.
It was totally a choice for him.
Yeah.
But he wants
yeah.
it. He probably already dabbled in cannibalism
I don't think
before.
he really ate anybody, or not even that,
yet.
or not that much. Maybe he dabbled, but
dabbled a little skin there, a little toe here.
Yeah, but he's a regular human. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
There's no extra scenes.
Okay.
There didn't really need to be.
Would you insist on matinee, or what would you, if somebody didn't see this yet, what would you recommend?
I would insist on, if your stomach can take it, because there's some gross scenes.
Okay.
So you might want to, if you have a weak stomach, you might want to miss this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay.
Especially with the crunching sounds and stuff, you know,
you can
bones,
hear all that.
Bones.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They got to make it realistic.
Yeah, but if you're gonna see it, I would suggest either waiting till it comes to Redbox and getting it for $1.75 or whatever it costs now, or a free one, or seeing it at matinee, because it's only in a couple of theaters right now, but it's streaming for like $19.99, and
you would not pay $19.99.
I would not pay $19.99.
I would just go to one of these theaters that have like a special $5 night. I would check first before I would pay the $20.
I could see like watching this on Netflix, other than and there's not even a whole lot of eating scenes, but I could see like watching this on Netflix and being fine because I didn't spend any extra money.
Yeah.
But spending the money and the time I did to go to a theater to watch it, I was disappointed because I needed more answers. Like, why do these people eat people?
Like, why did I not eat what everybody else eats?
Yeah, how did this happen? Like, why? How did they?
And the sense of smell. How do they develop that? Like, are they mixed? There's something mixed in their blood that's making it like that?
It's something in their.
That's like dogs. Like
it's almost
dogs.
like because you're eating. Mm-hmm.
There's a certain smell that you get. I'm guessing that
so they can smell each other from far away. But I'd like a little bit more background
on it.
Yeah, I was let down with that. Other than that, it's like it just seemed like a regular. It's like days in a life, like just watching their life. But yeah, sometimes they grab somebody and they eat them.
Well, that's quite terrible. I would say if they were grabbing like serial killers, if they were like Dexter grabbing serial killers, people who have hurt other people, okay, that makes you a vigilante trash man. But you just picking somebody to eat, they ain't done nothing to you. That's wrong. You might have took somebody's mama. Well, some 5 kids.
Some people try to have some scruples and pick certain people to eat. They don't just grab
somebody might be being a jerk,
or somebody might be really old and maybe close to.
Oh, that's just wrong. That is just wrong.
I don't make the rules. I'm just saying.
It's just so wrong. This is so wrong. I don't know if I'm going to root for them. I don't know. How many clappers would you give this? That is so wrong. How many clappers would you give it?
I'm gonna give it 2 because I just have to really say. I've seen, like I said, high reviews, and I kind of get that because the acting was really good. I don't want to dog them and give them like 1 star or something. The scenery was good. It was interesting until the end, and I got to the end, and I just felt kind of empty. Like
that's what I'm gonna say.
Like I'm really not gonna.
You weren't fulfilled at all.
No.
I mean, a sucky feeling to leave the theater and not feel fulfilled.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying 2 because I don't like that. I need it. Give me something. Why are these people eating people?
See? Okay, and that's why we're going to wait till Redbox on tweet for it to come out. All right, and then I'm going to pick the night that I get my free credit on Redbox and then rent it. So I'm going to figure it out.
And Redbox, they'll give you some real reviews.
Yeah,
I don't know where these people are on IMDb talking about 7 out of 10. So
but we like to see movies for ourselves because sometimes we might. But wow. Okay, well, there you have our review of the people eating bones and all. Don't forget, we are on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Cash App.
Tell them.
And we're on Connect to Your City. All you do is go to Connect to Your City. You're going to click on the FearCon tab, and there you will see all of our horror and thriller content for you to view. All right? Thank you very much for tuning in to our pretty graphic review of Bones and All, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.